Hey guys, it's Rich from Rich Mid Gaming. Happy Friday. Hope everyone is having a fantastic day. The weekend is almost here. So it's been a little while since I did my last roster building video, but the response to the Brotherhood one was very positive. So I thought, why not do another one? And we're actually going to start this as a series and work through every affiliation, putting together a roster, but really trying to keep as many members of that affiliation as possible in there. Now with all, it's not going to be possible. With this one, we have lots of characters to choose from. We're taking the Avengers on, so let's jump over and take a look. So guys, this is our selection of heroes, characters, whatever you want to call them, that we're going to be choosing from. Every single one of these is in the Avengers Affiliation, with the exception of the Winter Soldier. We've also then got all of the tactics cards that we're going to choose from. Now these are split into 4 categories. We have our 6 restricted cards here. We have the 3 Avengers cards. I have 9 unaffiliated cards that don't require a particular person to activate them. And then we have some unaffiliated cards here that require certain characters to play them cards. And basically the way we've done it is we've just picked every card possible from the list of characters that we have here. And lastly then are all of the crisis cards that we have available. Now, as we discussed in the live panel discussion the other week, the starting point for any roster building is the affiliation itself. Which affiliation do you want to play? Now for us, that's really easy. We have pre-selected the Avengers. So again, we've broken the characters down. We've got our 2 leaders here, so Sam Wilson and Steve Rogers, Captain America. We have our one and only choice for a 2-threat character. Then the rest of these here are all our 3-threat characters. We've got our 4-threat characters here, our 5-threat characters, and then our big hitters. So there's 2 6-threat characters that we've got at the bottom there. Really, the first thing to decide is, who do we want as our leader? Now that was easy before with the Avengers because we only had the one choice, Steve Rogers, Captain America. However, now we do have the Sam Wilson version as well, but because we're running a single affiliation, I like that flexibility that having the choice of 2 brings. So we're actually going to be taking both Captain Americas in our squad. So let's start by flipping these. We know that when we flip them, they are being added into our squad. So because she is the only 2-threat character choice that we have, and I like to take one in mine, we are going to be taking Black Widow with us as well. Let's then go through and start taking some characters out. So let's start then with some that I'm just not a big fan of. Unfortunately, Iron Man, you are gone, as is Deadpool, as is Ant-Man, unfortunately, as is Wolverine, as is the Winter Soldier. So from there then, let's jump over to our tactics cards and see what impact that has had, because there'll be some cards now that we cannot take. So we can see here, this is a Deadpool card, that is a Deadpool card. We've got an Iron Man card there. Exceptional healing and Weapon X. If we're not taking Wolverine, it doesn't really matter. Winter Soldier one we can't take. For some reason, Heavy Ordnance was in there. I think I was thinking it was an Iron Man card. So let's take that out. Okay, so that's taken down some of our options there. So let's then have a think about what we want in the team. Well, for me, Hulk in the Avengers with Gamma Launch offers some really nice play. So he is definitely going in. And we may as well actually put Gamma Launch in the list of cards as well. Scarlet Witch is too good to not take. I think she is seeing a lot of play, or she's going to see a lot of play in season 5 at the moment. And another card that is super good, No More Mutants. So that would be our second tactics card. No More Mutants is a bit like, well, it is like Ebony Moore Shush. It's a silence. It stops people using superpowers, but within range 5. So very nice. Okay, so looking back at this then, if we're taking Hulk 6th threat, realistically, She-Hulk is not going to be in there. I personally really like Hawkeye. I think as a 3-pointer, he's very, very consistent with his damage, has a lot of nice movements and can happily sit on a back point whilst still being able to dish out the damage. So he will be going in. Beast could go in there. Quicksilver could go in there. Thor is a definite maybe, as is Vision. I think we're going to get rid of Black Widow Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. Not a huge fan of that card. Cable is one of those characters that I really wanted to be really, really good. And as of yet, haven't really had much success with him. So we're going to take him out. Well, I think with 4 spots left, we've got room for Thor in there. He can do, you know, he's for Asgard. He's got a throw. Yeah, just really, really nice character. I think unfortunately there isn't enough room for Captain Marvel. If there isn't enough room for Captain Marvel, I think that also does affect the tactics cards. Let's have a quick look. So War Machine or Captain Marvel, yeah, so that one then goes there. War Machine could be really good. Let's put him as a maybe at the moment. I think Vision is just solid. Vision is just a solid character. He's got a throw. He's got a beam 4 attack, which is really nice. And he also can use synthesis to gain power when he needs it. Wasp is going to come out. I think Wasp is really useful in A-Force with She-Hulk. In the Avengers, I just don't think is going to make the cut. I think Quicksilver, I think he's going to be really good. Well, he is really good. I've played him in a number of games. You can see my Brotherhood side coming out here. But he has that movement. On certain objectives, he can go around and pick up 1, sometimes 2 tokens, take that far objective point, so he is going to make the cut. So that then leaves us with 1 spot, and we have 5 potential contenders. We've got a lot of physical damage. We have some range, we've got some mystical attacks. What are we really missing? What are we missing from the team? Luke Cage is great on a point. He's really, really hard to move off a point because of that unbreakable skin. He does have that 6 health. He does dish out quite a lot of conditions, slow and stun. Danny Rand gains the additional power, flying kick, which does have a move. He does have a stun as well. So I think we're going to get rid of Black Panther, maybe a little bit controversial. We're spending some threat on him for King of Wakanda, which we're not going to be able to use within the Avengers Affiliation. So we're getting rid of that. We're going to get rid of Beast. I think there are other people in the team that do what he can do. So let's get rid of Beast. So it leaves us with the new boys, Luke Cage, Iron Fist and War Machine. We're going to get rid of Luke Cage, we're going to get rid of Iron Fist, and we're actually going to put War Machine in. Now hear me out, Metal Storm has the ability, so if we look at this, what's unique about this ability is it's a beam 3, strength 5, but he gains power equal to the damage dealt. First time we've seen this in a builder beam attack, usually with a beam attack. So if we look at Visions here, for example, you gain 1 for each attack. But no, with War Machine, you're gaining a lot more. So I think some huge gameplay potential with War Machine there. Will he get much use? I'm not entirely sure, but I think he could be destructive when needed. So we have our roster of 10. Now let's go in and take a look at the tactics cards that we want to take. So are there any characters? So we didn't take Iron Fist, so we're not going to be taking them. No Ant-Man and the Wasp. I just don't like it. So it leaves us with World of Chaos. That's a potential. Can I borrow that is also going to be a maybe because anything to move asset tokens is really, really useful. Let's then take a look at our affiliation cards. So we've got Anger Management, we've got Avengers Assemble, and we've got Second Wind. I'm going to get rid of Anger Management, and the reason why is Hulk is not going to be starting every game, or he's not going to be playing every game, and having 2 cards dedicated to that one character, I just don't like that. So we're going to get rid of Anger Management. Avengers Assemble, absolute must. Recommend it for any Avengers team. Remove Stun. It's not fantastic, so we're going to get rid of Second Wind. So now on to our restricted cards. So a choice of 6. Now, for anyone building a roster, look at the restricted cards. There is a reason these cards are restricted, so take a look at them and pick two, basically. So I think just with everything that we come up against, Brace for Impact is a solid choice. Doom Prophecy could be really good. If we have a look at the characters that can work really nicely with, obviously Black Widow with the pistol is okay. We have Quicksilver, but I'm actually thinking here War Machine, playing this and then doing a Metal Storm. So I actually think for that play with War Machine, we're going to put Doom Prophecy in as our second option there. Can I borrow that? I think anything that takes away tokens is going to be very, very useful. So then we are left with a couple of character cards and then some other cards here as well. Advanced R&D, I think we're going to be generating up quite a bit of power and being able to get an extra power onto Quicksilver if needed, or whoever it may be, I think could be very useful. So let's take a quick look at some of the others. Movement ones, we're actually quite a mobile team. So we're going to get rid of climbing gear and we're going to get rid of extreme conditioning. We are going to get rid of Winds of Chaos, and we are going to get rid of, are we going to get rid of Birds of Prey? Yeah, we are going to get rid of Birds of Prey. I do like Bitter Rivals. Eyes on the Prize, it's the one where you can do within two. Again, we've got a lot of movement, so we don't necessarily need that. So let's get rid of that. Follow Me, I used to play this a lot. I used to love a drop-off Follow Me combo, less so of late. So let's get rid of that one. Disarm is really useful. No matter the cost, we don't really have, can be useful against with Hulk. But again, I don't want to take two cards just for Hulk. I actually think we're going to stick with Bitter Rivals, and let's get rid of these three here. So then that just leaves us with picking our crisis cards. So let's start with the secure cards. And well, the first thing that we need to do is get rid of cards that we cannot use. So Panic Grips is a restricted card, so we need to get rid of that. Fear Grips is really nice. It's one of my favourite extractions to run, so that will be going in as my first option. And another one that I've been playing quite a bit lately and really enjoyed is the Deadly Virus from the Mr. Sinister character pack. Again, some really nice plays with characters where you've got movement with Hulk's throw, that kind of thing. We're not going to take single secures, so Alien Ship goes. I don't like the Montessori. Again, the Mutant Extremists is a single one. Once again, the Skull Infiltrate is a single. I don't mind Struggle for the Cube, and I don't mind Wakandan Herbs. So let's get rid of Spider Infected and Research Station, and we'll come back to those in a little minute. First one that goes into the list, absolutely Gamma. Some really nice plays with the Avengers, just like that as an objective overall. Not a fan of the Witnesses one, so we're going to be getting rid of that. I don't really want to go down the high threat route, so let's get rid of the 20 threat one. I really like the idea of the Sword Establisher's Base. That's a really nice secure and I think could work well with the team that we've picked, so we'll keep hold of that one for the moment. I also like Mutant Madmen, and I also do quite like the Infinity Formula still. I get rid of Cosmic Order, or Cosmic Invasion even. Not a big fan. I'm also not a big fan of Demons as well, so let's get rid of that. Riot Sparks could be good. I think we're going to get rid of Deadly Meteors though. I really do like Mutant Madmen, so we're going to move that over to the list. And I actually think we're going to take the new 14 threat one there as well. I think we've got some really nice options for 14 threat. So then we're down to Struggle for the Cube or Mystic Wakandan Herbs. And I think we're going to take the Wakandan Herbs. We've got a lot of movement in our team and I think it could be really nice. Okay guys, so there we have it. So a quick rundown of the entire list. We've got Captain America Steve Rogers, Captain America Sam Wilson as our two leaders. We've got Black Widow, the 2-threat version. We're taking Hulk, we're taking Quicksilver. We've got War Machine, Vision, Thor, Hawkeye and Scarlet Witch. And then for our tactics cards, we've got Advanced R&D, Bitter Rivals, No More Mutants, Gamma Launch, Avengers Assemble, Brace for Impact, Can I Borrow That, and Doomed Prophecy. Our extractions, we're going to take Fear Grips, Deadly Virus, and Wakandan Herb. And then for the secures, we're going to take Gamma Wave, Sword Establisher's Base, and Mutant Madmen. And there we are, guys. That is my brand new Avengers roster. A few things to remember. It is built entirely from Avengers Affiliation characters. So yes, I know that including the likes of Enchantress and Angela and a few others would be more competitive, but I'm not building it for that reason. I'm building it to have fun and enjoy the game with a more thematic side to it. But let me know what you guys think. Would you have put the same characters in? Would you have taken different ones? Would you have maybe taken a slightly different set of tactics or crisis cards? Always great to know what you guys are thinking down in the comment section below. And remember that for the month of June, we have a brand new Marvel Crisis Protocol giveaway where one lucky winner who is not only subscribed but has commented on one of the videos from June, including this one, will be in with a chance to win a character pack that is about to be released. So with that, guys, it leaves me to just say, as always, stay safe, keep well, and until next time, bye for now.